This is Star Television on Channel 21. Welcome to the local news bulletin with me, Leonora Jawa. First, we have a look at the headlines. Government of Sierra Leone signed 480 million MCC grant agreement aimed at strengthening the energy sector and other critical areas.
More than $480 million compact investment. We support foundational interventions in the energy sector.
National Public Procurement Authority launches nationwide stakeholders engagement aimed at discussing the rollout of the e-government procurement system in Sierra Leone.
Going forward, NPP has also engaged in the development of the electronic government procurement system.
Pharmacy Board will engage the Sierra Leone police to take action against drug peddlers, according to the head of Commission and Communications, Pharmacy Board, Sierra Leone.
The whole message is very simple. Anytime we want by message, do for goodness sake. No go by message. Everyone will do. They just talk about themselves. The way we go to one message in 157 it is disqualified. We don't know from your training.
And in sports, the Sierra Leone under-20 team, known as the Shooting Stars, has secured a vital win against the Gambia in the WAFO under-20 tournament in Liberia. All this making the headlines. Now let's get you details of the news. In a landmark agreement aimed at revolutionizing Sierra Leone's energy sector, the government of Sierra Leone has signed a $480 million Millennium Challenge Corporation grant agreement aimed at strengthening the energy sector and other critical areas. The historic compact includes $480 million compact, supplemented by $14.2 million in grant funding from the government of Sierra Leone, marking a significant step towards improving the country's energy sector. This was what His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio and the U.S. representative had to say.
The compact that we celebrate today builds out and continues to build out our relationship. By bringing together MCC's $480 million along with Sierra Leone's $14.2 million, we are together going to make a transformational investment that is poised to bring reliable energy to nearly 5 million Sierra Leoneans. This 5-year grant, and I always like to remind everyone it's a grant and it doesn't have to be repaid, will help deliver affordable and reliable electricity and open up opportunities for greater economic growth. We at MCC are entering this compact so excited to have the opportunity to build our history together.
The more than $480 million compact investment, we support foundational interventions in the energy sector, amplifying efforts by the government and other development partners to increase Sierra Leone's electricity access in line with Sustainable Development Goal 7. This transformative initiative will bridge the gap between urban and rural electrification and pave the way for a brighter future for all Sierra Leoneans. This agreement's signing is not just about energy infrastructure, I must say. It is about our broad vision for sustainable and inclusive development, as you've already alluded. It reflects our determination to promote energy equity, to ensure that all Sierra Leoneans, regardless of their location or background, have access to the resources they need to thrive. The compact aligns perfectly with Sierra Leone's medium-term national development plan, which prioritizes energy as a key driver of industrialization. I would like to express my profound gratitude to the government and people of the United States and the MCC for this tremendous support. Together, We are building a future of prosperity, sustainability, and opportunity. This occasion has further reinforced our commitment and inflamed our hope for an energy-secure future for our citizens. Today's signing symbolizes not just a friendship, but victory for the people of Sierra Leone.
The National Public Procurement Authority has launched nationwide stakeholders engagement aimed at discussing the rollout of the e-government's procurement system in Sierra Leone. Here's the report.
The National Public Procurement Authority on Wednesday 25 September 2024 at a stakeholder engagement with the media held at Western District Women's Fellowship Multipurpose Hall, King Herman Road, Freetown, to inform the public through the media that in October 2024 they will go digital. The Executive Director Accountability, now William Saulamin, in his statement said, so many government institutions are not into e-governance. He said NPPA as a leading government institution has moved to another level by introducing electronic procurement that can reduce paperwork. He went on to say NPPA is the backbone of government and CSOs are behind NPPA to see that they achieve what they have implemented. He ended up by saying, going electronic in doing procurement business will reduce corruption.
That particular planning process. So many government institutions are now getting into e-governance, electronic governance, and I believe the NPPA is one of the key institutions that need to be transformed into electronic way of doing things. So for us in the civil society, of course, we've been working with the National Public Procurement Institution for quite some time now, and we are very, very proud to see this institution moving from this level to another level. I always engage some of my colleagues that this institution, of course, is the backbone of the government. It's one of the strongest security sector for our resources, our economic base. If the procurement institution is not strong, then definitely we'll be in trouble. So having this institution at this particular point in time moving on, I think we are going to make a lot of progress because things will not be as it used to be. And whenever I have the opportunity to have a mind where I have my...
According to NPPA Chief Executive Officer Fudi J. Kone, the review of the procurement to go electronic was started by his predecessor and he took up that review, and in October of this year they will go electronic. He furthered that the transformation of electronic procurement is a good footing for transparency and accountability and can also reduce corruption. He also said the transformation will bring registration of suppliers and contractors, that they should be in the national database. He disclosed that any further defaulter of the procurement rules will be dealt with according to the law. Adding also that the new procurement system will address the abnormalities of the Leones and further admonish procurement officers not to abuse the new process, as it will affect them if they abuse the process. A spot check will be done to monitor suppliers.
Going forward, NPPA has also engaged in the development of the electronic government procurement system. During the process of the development of the electronic government procurement system, a series of activities has taken place. One such activity is the training of e-readiness training for stakeholders. Sometime this year we trained significant number of people in preparation for the rollout of the EGP. That training was done by some international training experts from the USA, and a lot of MPAs and non-state actors were represented. As we continue to prepare for the rollout of the EGP, the MPA has developed these three documents: the policy framework, the business process engineering, and the implementation strategy. We are here to present to you this implementation strategy so that you'll be able to understand the trajectory and the direction the EGP process is taking. We are also moving forward with other forms of reforms, such as addressing the anomalies that were brought in by the redenomination of the bill. Sometime a few years ago, the bill was redenominated, and that changed all forms of transactional processes in the bill. That effect was also felt by the procurement landscape. Therefore, in the wisdom.
For Star TV News, compiled by Abdulrahman Kamara, read in the studios by Eric Edwin Williams.
The head of Commission and Communications, Pharmacy Board Sierra Leone, Dr. Sir Emmanuel Gomor, has said that the Pharmacy Board will engage the Sierra Leone police to take action against drug peddlers that has implication in the liver of ordinary Sierra Leoneans. He spoke to Star TV, Hannah Bangura, in this interview.
Pharmacy Board Sierra Leone is an agency that was set up by Parliament in 1998 to regulate factories and pharmacies and medicine and cosmetic in Sierra Leone. Addressing the issue of drug peddlers in the country, Dr. Gomor said that most of the medicines that find their way in the country is by smuggling, and short activities happen at the border. He said those medicines are not properly stored, as most of them are stored under the sun. Sometimes, the store conditions are not hygienic.
The Pharmacy Board currently again is on a drive for moving people out of the strategic location then, and eventually people get them out of the general public. But we believe the easiest way for you to do this is to give information to the general public, talk to people on a regular basis, advise them. We always say the very simple. Anytime where you want to buy medicine, do for goodness sake. No go buy medicine for nothing. Everyone will do it. They just talk about myself. The way you go to one medicine in 1957, it is condition. We don't know from your training. I'm not aware of the type of institutions. Then they be noting and they do the list of the paper. So we always advise that go and find this character to do pharmacy dollars. Because you don't know who right now as close to the close to 2,000 across the whole country. In addition to government PHUs, then government will about 1,200 PHUs right across the country, primary care units. In addition to the hospital of God, when you go and then listen, the chances you will get bad misses very, very easily because we do with teachers. We put quality assurance mechanism in place. So ensure that they put it in the coming and they put it in place in a good product and who know what the general public. So the message is that no buying medicines for them. If there's no buyer, there's no then market nobody. Then they put them in some care for you. You see, we always say people in the government and say, we understand the economic situation are going to be difficult, but believe me, medicines are a specialized area. You see, in medicine, one mistake is possible. If you know what you do, no problem. This medicine will take a very potential for to cure you, also very potential for harming you if you don't go on the right condition. And the only way you will get done the right, the person who dispense the medicine, who will give the medicine for them use for know what they do. They will give the necessary advice. So we advise our brothers and sisters then, please, if you know so you don't get the training, not get nothing for good medicine business, not get yourself involved with this one. If you also know so you want to buy medicine, you know if you well, you know so government will get the money to buy all the medicines of the country. I mean, they get private players. I mean, they set up the pharmacy. Government will buy for the public sector, but the medicine will not enough. You know, we meet all the healthcare needs of the general population. So they forget all the private players, the pharmacies, the drugstores, and all the license. So now we get this body for regulate them one day. So that in as much as they do business, then they bring in the product for render service. For every make sure that the product they would give to the people then safe, efficacious, and they develop the product.
He further stated that they are ready to work with the Sierra Leone police together with other agencies to take action against those engaged in the act.
In a work in progress. What normally happens when we get employed by it, now we got to the phone. This happens to the police every day. Fuel if you put them for work, guest captain for going at their place and do. We'll go charge, collect the people, and we're not the powers of us. Pharmacy board officers will know their house. So I'm making it we need the police. We don't work in a multi-agency dependency. We get what we don't phone call, we will get what agency there for support, otherwise we need to. So we don't get that, so we need to get police and police. So they, what I make to company move get as a challenge of the law currently, the law weak obsolete. I mean, if you look over South Africa, these are the oldest message of military law over 2001. Other people know you So we issues and come. If you don't get the provisions of the law, you know we want to issues. We don't get issues of passport. We don't get Tramadol. We want them because in our pharmaceutical. We don't import it just now. We want to issue because government still forget about Tramadol. We can do no machine for the health facility or government the control.
It continued by advising the public to stop buying medicines from peddlers because some of those medications are not in good condition and some of them are not approved by the Pharmacy Board of Sierra Leone. For Star Television, I am Hannah Bangura.
As the celebrations of the 25th anniversary Silver Jubilee of Rokel Commercial Bank continues and ensuring that the bank is sticking to the grassroots, the management of the bank on Saturday, September 20th, organized a road fit walk from U Building to Golf Club Aberdeen in Freetown. Here's more on that story.
As the celebration of the 25th Silver Jubilee of Rokel Commercial Bank continues and ensuring that the bank is taken to the people, the management of Rokel Commercial Bank on Saturday, 28 September 2024, held a float parade spanning from U Building to the Freetown Golf Club on Beach Road in Freetown. The float parade, which began from U Building, using the Congo Cross Main Motor Road to Wickinsey Road, walking through Lumley Beach Road, and finally ended up at the golf club, drew the attention of so many Sierra Leoneans, including potential customers. The bank, which has over the years experienced tremendous success and transformation under the leadership of the Managing Director, Dr. Walton Ekundayo Gilpin, have been recognized as the Bank of the People. In his statement at the Freetown Golf Club, the head of operations, Rokel Commercial Bank, Alikali S. Kamara, stated that in 2013, the bank was in a serious financial crisis, but with the intervention of the board of directors and the managing director, Dr. Walton Ekundayo Gilpin, the bank have moved to another level.
In 2013-14, this bank was in a very serious financial distress. First time in history, we had negative retained earnings, which almost consumed the bank's capital. Then we had about 36 billion retained loss at that time. And the capital of the bank almost went down. From that period to now, we have made significant progress. As I stand here, our retained earnings has improved significantly. The shareholders' funds as of December 2022 is about 583 billion, which is a remarkable progress we have made. And this is happening because of collective effort of every member of staff, spearheaded by our board of directors and our esteemed MD, who is poised to succeed. I believe that he's not here, but I think we have to pay tribute to him, because whatever progress we have made today is as a result of his commitments and to make Rokel Bank the best bank in Sierra Leone.
Giving an overview of the event, the head of Public Relations Department, Rokel Commercial Bank, Aruna Dumbuya, noted that the bank is here to stay and will meet the demands of the people.
Today we have this sponsored work program, which we started from the building down here to the beach end to golf club here. One of the reasons why we do this specifically is to keep the staff of the RC Bank fit and ready at all times to do the duties and perform the effective work of the bank at all times. We have been having, as I said, series of activities from the start of the year. Initially, from the start of the year, we started by having a meet and greet, program with the members of the Fourth Estate, because we know exactly the importance of the media personalities in Sierra Leone. That was why we held that activities in the start of January this year. And 5 years is not a small thing for the bank. That is why we are actually sending out messages to all our stakeholders for them to understand that we are here, we are celebrating this, and this is a very big and huge milestone for the bank. And we want all of you to be rest assured that we are here, we are one of the indigenous banks in this country. We are here to stay. We will continue to support all of our stakeholders. And even those that are not customers of the bank, potential customers, we want you to understand that this is the right time and opportunity for you all to be part of Rokel Commercial Bank. If you have never had any account with Rokel Commercial Bank, definitely try to have one. Knock into the doorsteps of any of our branches. That is why today we have about 17 branches. We have about 12 outlets in the country. We have series of merchant places out of this country. We have series of points of sales in business places. We have the Rokel SIM Copper. We have our card services ranging from Rokel SIM Copper card, the Visa card, and the prepaid card. These are all products and services that are there to satisfy the people of this country.
For Star News, Adonis Francis.
And to round up a news bulletin, let's go for sport. As the Sierra Leone under-20 team, known as the Shooting Stars, has secured a vital win against the Gambia in the WAFU under-20 tournament in Liberia. The win qualifies Sierra Leone to the under-20 WAFU Nations Cup finals to be hosted in Morocco in 2025. Let's join the Sport Desk for more details.
In the full-time highlight here, already surfacing that magic that we see in our hands. So it was a great game, as we did not have any other way to see the Gambians as they struggle to get to this point. They have also struggled to see themselves up, and that's why we got it. It is a 3-0 thrashing, guys. The congratulations goes to the Sierra Leonean boys who were able.
The Sierra Leone under-20 team have secured a vital win against the Gambia, fondly called Shooting Stars, in the semi-finals of the West African Football Union qualifiers. That will see teams qualified to the finals to be hosted in Morocco 2025 African Cup of Nations U20. Sierra Leone secured a victory against the Gambia. The Shooting Stars have qualified for the next U20 African Cup of Nations for the first time in the history of Sierra Leone football, thanks to goals scored from Idris Osise, earlier opener, before Samuel Gandhi doubles their lead, who play for Old Warriors in the Top Flight League in Sierra Leone. They scored their third when skipper Momo Kamara, who was named man of the match for the third consecutive matches in the ongoing competition, received a clever pass from the right slotted in past the Gambia keeper to ensure a vital win. The 2025 U20 African Cup of Nations also doubles as the African qualifies for the 2025 FIFA U20 World Cup in Chile, where teams who reach the semi-final stage qualify automatically. President of the Sierra Leone Football Association, Thomas Daddy Brimer, said this is a great development for football in the country. He lauded the performance of the players, the technical team. A call on the National Sport Authority, the Ministry of Sports, to continue to give more support to development of football. Sierra Leone under-20 boys have qualified to the finals for the first time in history, and they will be competing in the competition in Morocco 2025. Meanwhile, the team awaits the second semi-final winner, and they will play the final match on Saturday at the Eskedi Stadium. They are unbeaten in the ongoing competition, and they have secured their tickets to Morocco 2025. For Star TV Sports in Freetown, I am Hilton John reporting.
To see if they are going to face either Guinea or Senegal. And we have noticed that Senegal have always been a dominant team when it comes to Guinea. So we can clearly say they are going to be facing Guinea. They are going to be facing Senegal in the final of this tournament, while Guinea will be facing Gambia in the playoff of the third position. We all know it's not easy to be here, but when it comes to a game of this magnitude.
Well, that's all we have for you today in the local news bulletin file. Thank you for watching. I am Leonora Jola. Stay with us for more programs coming up.